gear is fucking boring as shit. It is all
It
just
is.
stat blocks.
It kind of is. Hunters in WoW used to equip a melee weapon and a bow and a quiver to hold all their arrows in. And
That's what
then
this game needs for Fizz ranged, like ammunition systems. Make it so machinists have bullets and bards
you
have
had to
arrows.
you were forced to have an engineer like in your guild or something to craft you bullets or arrows.
It's the real
And
play.
you could put them in your bags, but if they weren't in the quiver, you couldn't pull them out and use them in um, combat. So like you could stockpile, but then after every wipe, you would have to go into your inventory and move your arrows over into your quiver again.
That's how it should be in 14.
It was terrible. It was so bad.
No tincture to the strength on the market board if I run out.
You need some?
I've got 30 left, so I think that'll be enough for a couple
Yeah.
science pulls, but not enough to consistently.
Here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be a lot faster now because I'm gonna be at like 2.4 compared to before.
Slightly slower, and I'm scared. Because I have basically every GCD for like the first two phases pretty set in muscle memory. But also with the new phase 2 strat and like phase 1, I don't think it'll change much, so it's not like there are a lot of disconnects on P1.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be wild, being 0.1 seconds slower. Oh, I should probably put. Well, no, I'm not gonna put my 2 gear on yet. I didn't glam anything, so it's just shadowless.
I really do want to get back in there and actually pull the boss again, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've been antsy, I guess, to get back into T now that we've decided to, like, serious mode it. Because we put a decent amount of chunk into out of raid stuff, and I want to see if it made any fucking difference.
For sure. I'm always so
Making me
confused. It's
anxious.
like when I stream on YouTube, it doesn't actually say that I'm streaming through Discord half the time. I don't get why.
Don't know. I turned that off a while ago because I have no desire to advertise my Twitch on Discord.
I guess it's not even that I necessarily care that much to advertise it, but with some people that I don't play with exactly, it'd be kind of funny to hear them. Like I've had people tell me before, like, "Oh, I was watching you, and it was like funny or interesting, or
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. I think I have that turned off for the same reason. Like, I'm not trying to be entertaining here. I'm trying to get fucking VODs.
Yeah, exactly.
And when like
That's
random people that I haven't seen in a while end up in like Twitch chat and say hi, and I'm like, I don't notice them, I feel bad, you know?
yeah, for sure."
Yeah, I had one dude who like just some random popped in and was like, "Hi, how you doing?" And then waited like 10 minutes and then left because I didn't reply. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm in the middle of a call. Like, I'm not gonna reply to you."
Yeah, some people get a little bit weird, for sure.
They just want to be talked to.
And I definitely don't understand. Like when I'm streaming, it always feels like my game is just a little bit choppy, even no matter what I do to try to adjust my settings.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
I clip on things that I should not clip on whenever I stream. Like it straight up increase. Even with the fucking Alexander,
Yeah.
I still clip my double weaves like on normal classes. Not to mention fucking monk. I don't know why, but it's one of those things where if I was parsing, I wouldn't be streaming. But for Prog, it seems more valuable to have the clips than to not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if in instance it's a little bit better. I'm pretty sure it is better when you get inside T and everything, but when you, it's bad particularly when you're just running around Limsa or like wherever. It always just feels like my shit is just so behind. But right now I have it at 1440. Seems okay. Like I'd rather have it be a little bit higher res because I've honestly never noticed a performance increase. Even when I dropped it down to ludicrously lower, I was still at 30 FPS and 720. Like it kind of just looked bad, and it still had the exact same performance from my side.
Yeah.
I just never have any fucking idea what causes it to work well or not when it comes to streaming. I've tweaked things so many times.
Yeah, that's fair. It's black magic.
It really doesn't make any sense at all. I do feel like it's worse when I'm on Discord though. Obviously you're doing another thing, but I don't know what it is. Discord just does make it feel a little bit worse than some other like, programs I might have open.
What's the interdimensional rift?
What?
The interdimensional rift.
E.
It's where Nala is.
That's temporal stasis, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
No, it's liminal space.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Interdimensional rift.
Yeah, liminal space.
Yeah.
Is that... Wait, is interdimensional rift, is that the chrysalis?
It could be.
I don't know what that is.
It's
That's the one we
Omega.
tried.
Oh, it's Omega? Oh, gotcha.
I mean, Nala is an Omega. And a Sigma.
Is he a Ligma? I just asked a question. You
Riley,
don't need to...
I'm just glad that you got exposed earlier today for having terrible taste in Pokemon games. That's all.
Oh,
Riley,
boy.
you were right, and I back you up.
Thank you. Thank
Yoshi,
you.
you're
I'm-
a child.
By the way, I haven't posted my tier list because I'm doing a full write-up. Because
Oh my
this
God.
is what you fuckers made me do.
I will die on this hill.
If you,
As will I.
in what fucking world is like black and white better?
I'm not
than
explaining
any...
this to you now. You can wait for the write-up and read it.
I will not read it. I
I
promise you that.
I don't care.
Read my
I'm not
fucking
explaining it
ass
to you.
there.
I'm not explaining it to you in voice.
That just means you can't defend your argument.
That's true.
No, I can. I just can't in words. I need to write them down.
Words that'll never be read, you know?
If you don't want to read it, that's fine. But I put the work in, so that's what matters.
Is
I
it, though?
was done with this. I wasn't doing Pokemon shit anymore. I was done with Pokemon. They told me you can play it on the Switch, and I said, "Fuck you." And now I'm back and
No,
arguing about it again.
So we're not really talking about Pokemon. It's just Riley has probably the worst gamer takes of all time.
Yeah, I think
Great.
that's fair. I legitimately think I can't think of a single person who's like, yeah, Gen 2 is the fucking worst.
Yeah, Gen 2
Yoshi.
is by far the best.
There are some
Gen 2
people who are like, yeah, I prefer Gen 1, or yeah, you know, I really liked Gen 3, but no one's like, yeah, Gen 2, fucking garbage.
No, Gen 5.
You
Easily
actually
the best.
couldn't beat
And no one
Miltank
goes-
and Steelix. That's it, legit.
No one goes, Gen 5 is better than Gen
Gen
2.
5 is
No one in
better.
their fucking right mind.
Gen
Yeah.
5 is better.
That is just
And everything in
Fuck
Gen
yeah.
5 was better than anything in Gen 2.
That's ridiculous.
Everything.
actually
in
just
Gen
a bad
5.
I would agree that like parts of it are better. Like they
Everything
each
is
have
better.
strength, but like overall,
I mean,
no
Gen 2
shot.
has its strengths, but overall, it's a very poorly. It's just a poor performance game. Like, there's nothing in it. I
Shit, we don't have things.
Pokemon's gonna tear us apart.
Pokemon's literally gonna tear us apart. I'm tired of fighting this.
Instead, let's talk about how T will tear us apart as we die to dolls.
We won't die to dolls
So you think?
at all, right?
At least I'm Biss now. That's all that matters. I can parse finally.
I'm Biss, but swap 500 crit for 500 piety.
I'm Biss with actual proper materials. Meld.
I'm too lazy to do any of that, so
So Yoshi's
I'm
sandbagging.
in my 530 gear.
Yoshi's sandbagging.
What if your 530 gear is actually your Biss?
Might be, I don't know.
It is. I mean, some 530.
Actually, I don't think. I
some
think you need
classes.
like last armor. You need like 5 pieces from the dungeon on Dancer.
Yeah, I think so.
The fuck is meat and meat, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Me too.
Are you going to buy some right now?
Yeah.
Oh, one more question on these. In the Aho's raid thing, you have it has T 5.2 head markers from Aya. Do I just turn that off?
If you have imported the ones that I uploaded, the XML, then
did not.
yes. Then you want those on.
Okay.
Those are very, very useful.
And
they
what
call
is-
limit
what
cut
is-
number and they call wormhole number.
What is zone lock or no zone lock?
Zone lock means it will only fire in T. No zone lock means it will fire anywhere that has those debuffs assigned. So you'll get it in
Gotcha.
like random other raids too.
Okay, so turn
The
that
ones
off.
the ones that have no zone lock are because when he zone locked them, they didn't work for some reason. So he just unzone locked them. Did the ready check pass? I didn't see.
No, Andy was not ready.
Okay.
And try another.
Here, let me just, while we're waiting, I will show you what my trigonometry shit looks like. Where's Panda Express? That works. So you want 5.2 head markers from Aya checked. Unless, if anyone here wants them, like I said, I have an export that does the head markers, but when it comes to wormhole, the text-to-speech reads you what our strat says you should do for your number.
Oh, I wonder if I still have that macro somewhere. Holy shit, I do.
I assume that fail was Andy again?
Yep.
Oh, nice. And Sai has a nice little macro.
Damn.
I edited the
Gaming.
limit cut
That's
like
a sick
trigger
macro.
to also include like the starting direction for the numbers.
Yeah, that makes sense, honestly, if you haven't had 1, 2, 5, 6 north drilled into your fucking brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
I
what...
still could.
Oh, sorry,
Go
go
on.
on.
No, I was just gonna say, I still couldn't tell you which numbers go south. I just know the ones that go north and everything else goes south.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like doing in my head, but it failed me that one time, so I don't want that to happen again.
All that I remember is when I was first doing limit cut, I was really worried about having to remember when the cuts and like dashes happen, but yeah, I have no fucking clue. You just know. Everything, like 1 and 2, I know when that happens, and then everything after, I just know when to press arm's length.
I just count explosions.
Oh, for limit cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like certain numbers I remember the
shit, Andy's
specifics
in the
of, and
call.
other numbers are just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Put us in, gamers.
Close enough.
All right. So, what we said the goal for today is to get to third
Yes.
Nisi pass, and by the end of the week, we want to be at Inception.
Yeah, I think today is going to be a little bit of cleaning up Living Liquid. I'm hoping it doesn't take us long. Limit Cut, we've proven we can get through. However, I'm sure there's still going to be certain configurations that we die to because David and Riley are new to it, and some numbers are harder than others. But hopefully we get those down and consistent, and then once we get those down and consistent, I don't think getting to third pass should be hard at all. So, goal for today, and then there's no reason why we can't clear BJCC by end of week. And if we clear BJCC, we should be able to do Stasis first or second time, so Inception for end of week I think is more than reasonable.
Yeah, I'll try to call out a little bit more than I was before. I'm obviously not going to micro anyone, but just for major phases to try to keep people on track a little bit.
Also, Nala, because I know you sometimes forget you're muted. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Yeah, I'm just getting everything set up.
You know,
Thank you, though. The only thing I would say for BJCC is when we're coming back in from the Hawk Blasters, try not to get too tight until the bosses have passed each other, because Fox and I have to go right next to each other, and there's going to be just a little bit of room. And so to avoid unintended Nisi passes and deaths and things like that, just be a little mindful to stand a little bit farther out while we're walking through. It'll be very quick, though.
Oh, are you ready, by the way, Rep?
Did I not ready yet? Yeah, I am.
Alright, I'm getting used to this skill speed. It's very slow.
Fox, you're putting the same amount into my doll, right?
I'm trying to. I like hard fucking reached my opener there, but
Okay.
in
I'm just
theory,
curious,
I
because
am.
that pull specifically felt way comfier. I was curious if you did anything that pulled different. We'll
I
see
don't
future
think
pulls.
I even hit your stall at all, to be honest.
That's
that
fair.
pull.
It was in a weird ass spot, so.
Yeah, but I also was very lost in my own sauce there. Also quite fucked up for me, sorry.
Just rolling.
I think I've got the timing for it now. I'm like quite a bit faster than before.
Zooming.
This is very, very slow.
battle.
Hand is about 3% more than living.
It didn't go off. Oh, it did. Ooh! I got Riley.
Five.
Behind a number. Over here. Nope. Shit, sorry.
Used to going on the other side.
Healers.
I think we die to J-Kick.
I'm just gonna stop the stream. I'm literally